But I believe of it has some woo-woo behind it, in my opinion. But I do like to listen to other people's point of view, because who knows, I could be wrong. I mean, you guys convince me in the comment section. What I believe semen retention does to a woman is the fact that you just look more self-disciplined. There's something about you that radiates stability, you know, and women find that attractive because they want to break that. Let's see what she has to say. And if you guys don't forget, there's a free gift for you guys as my forbidden videos. Like I said, you guys are not getting it for some reason. So I'm gonna send a direct email to every single one of you guys because the link is not working. So it's a 20 dark psychological tactics to make a woman fall in love. And it's my most viral video, but I deleted it because it was too evil. All right, but you guys can get it in your inbox by signing up, and I'm gonna send it to you guys tomorrow morning. Let's begin.
Would you believe me if I told you semen retention can play a huge role in improving your relationships with women and your overall attraction by you actually fostering a relationship with yourself first? One that no longer gets persuaded by another person's perception or opinion over you as a man. Rather, you have enough discernment that has been gained through your clear vision, the clear sight that semen retention will give you when you actually undergo a clearing within yourself. And not something you're necessarily flushing out, but something that you're retaining. And the most powerful energy of all that does go unnoticed in today's society is one that we cannot separate ourselves from. That is the life force energy that has brought us here and that you have access to within yourself. But you don't have access to it when your guards are up over you actually embodying the type of man that no longer settles for the types of relationships that bring him down, bring his masculinity down, bring his power down, bring his finances down, his success.
I think the problem with guys that don't practice semen retention is not that holding in your cum makes you more attractive. It's the fact that associating elevating your mood with masturbating and porn really messes with your head. That's where I think it's a problem. Where if you feel sad and you jack off, women, unconsciously, women are going to have a lot of power over you, because having sex and getting female validation is how you train your brain to feel better. But when you don't jack off, you got to learn how to feel better without using sex. And so naturally then, it causes you to not prioritize sex as much, to not give women as much power, and it draws more women, because when a woman senses that you could be happy on your own, that her poom poom doesn't regulate your emotion, and even if it does elevate your mood, it doesn't cause too much elevation. Because when you start treating it as your mood regulator, I feel sad, let me jack off. I feel sad, let me jack off. When you start using it, women are also going to be part of that. It's a chain. And it causes your nonverbal cues to look creepy and needy. I think that's why. I really don't think it's some magical thing. I really think it's just, it changes everything because you develop that discipline. In fact, men who practice semen retention, the Buddha, Hare Krishna, who was a virgin his whole life, and Jesus Christ, all of those guys had women going after them. All of those guys. I mean, the Buddha, Hare Krishna, and Jesus Christ practice semen retention, and you could hear stories of women like, why doesn't he like me? Why doesn't he want to sleep with me? Especially Hare Krishna, which was kind of insane.
The list can go on. Relationships are a mirror into what you tolerate within yourself that are just perceived within another person. How they test you, how they challenge you, how they activate certain things within you as a man that could be for your betterment or for your detriment. And I know I have some kings on my channel that have acknowledged their very own greatness, and they are ready. I'm talking to you right now. You are ready to step into your throne. Being a king, you must understand the pillars of the honor it means to hold yourself as a masculine man in today's society. But you see, a lot of people label themselves as that, but the evidence that is shown is through their fractured identity of who they are in own truth. And the types of women you have right now in your life, men, guess what? They're a product of your discernment. And if they are toxic, if they are manipulative, if they are narcissistic, if they are takers and not givers, what does this say about you yourself? I know it's really easy to place blame on other people. I think that's almost a knee-jerk reaction we have, because accountability means us owning up to our flaws, to what we've allowed within our lives, that honestly, we have to do the cleanup work. And the best way you can clean up your life, men, is by having appreciation for the energy you hold, instead of giving it away so freely. I see so many men.
I remember, you know, the thing is that I think the real issue is that you just become a slave to your dick. You have no freedom. You just don't have any freedom. And everything you do is for women. That's the issue. Like, I really think that people, it's not correlation, is not causation. They think, oh my God, I'm not coming. Women are into me now. Nah, dude. It's just that you're not paying attention to them anymore. It's just that you're not prioritizing them. And so everything about you changes in a subtle way, but enough change subtly to make a big difference in your dating and how you come across. You stop wasting time jacking off, but now you're going to the gym. And going to the gym makes you eat better. And that raises your mood, which can possibly motivate you more. And because you're not releasing so much dopamine, it allows you to feel pleasure from other things, such as working harder. And that expands. Like, it literally just expands from a little habit.
Men struggle with sexual containment, sexual discipline, self-control. And if you do not have these three things in check, you will always be a target to be undermined and depleted within your most vital resource. Going back to the word life force energy. And what does that word even signify to you? Because for me, it's life bearing, and the thoughts you think, the actions you take, the storylines and the character you play, the beliefs you hold. Those are the things that you are giving life to, maybe without your recognition. And in today's video, it's my job to wake the kings up from their slumber. Okay, you need a wake-up call perhaps. And one thing I want all men to do today is show up greater than you did yesterday. I know that's easier said than done, because we all have our own habits of behavior that create the personality structure we reside in. But here's the great news. You can change it whenever you want. When you are ready to break free from whatever this society, whatever your past, whatever other people have put onto you, you buy into the life you are living based upon your energetic investments you give. And maybe the investments you're making into the quality of relationships you're holding on to for dear life just because you have someone around you. Imagine if you held enough respect for your energy. Where would that go? And trust me, it would not go towards depleting yourself, depleting all of these different things within your life that create vitality. But when a man is on empty, when he's running low, and that comes from the form of depleting yourself through porn, through substances, through unconscious sex with women, and having all these soul ties connected to you and your energy centers, it doesn't matter how much you work out, how much healthy foods you put into your body. Are you healthy energetically?
The problem is that whenever you're addicted to sex, porn, and you can't stop jacking off, what that really means is that you don't know how to deal with your emptiness, because addiction and compulsive behavior comes from an emptiness on the inside. Like, it really, like, the more emptiness you feel, the more compulsive behavior you have, and more repetitive behavior, which allows you to learn skills. Actually, you can feel so empty inside that you devote yourself to basketball. But the problem is that there are some outlets that life throws at us as we get older, that if we take our energy from that activity, like basketball for me, and we go on to prostitution, we go on to smoking weed, smoking crack, whatever, that same emptiness that helped you becomes the very thing that destroys you. It's really about learning how to cope with this emptiness and low self-esteem.
You have a lot of sexual cords right now that need to be clipped. Because trust me, you probably do. And if you're walking around tired, drained, depleted, wondering why your life is the way it is or why you are the way you are, it's because you in some way have accepted what is. And there's power within accepting where you're at. Don't get me wrong. But you don't have to stay in a state that is bringing you down and is not allowing you to rise. And one thing I want men to know about women and you on semen retention is they are unconsciously, most of the times, attracted to your energy. That allows us women to take that second glance and know that you're different from the rest. And it's not.
Let me tell you something. I don't believe that, but I'll debate that. I say that it's not the semen retention, because I swear to God, virgins, they haven't jacked off. Like you can have a virgin that's ugly as fuck. Women are not gonna be like, oh my God. It's not about that. It's really about your calmness and really about if you have enough discipline to control your dick, you're gonna have enough discipline to work out. You're gonna have enough discipline to be at peace. You're gonna have enough discipline to make more money. And that will draw the women to you. It's really at least to me, I know some of you guys believe that, but that's really what I think.
Not based off of how you look, the car you drive, the clothes you wear. It's a lot deeper than that because it pulls on our intuitive senses to take that second glance at you and know that she's just witnessed a man of security, of safety. And that's a rare man in today's society, especially with all the temptations that are out there. But if you can stand firm in who you are and you walk as you are, not wanting to be anyone else, not trying to get attention from the outside world, your energy is facing you. That means that puts you at a very powerful position.
When people say my semen retention, I stopped doing it, I feel better. I really do think it's because if you stop doing drugs, you're genuinely gonna feel better. Meaning, what are drugs? Just quick spikes in dopamine. When you stop doing those quick spikes in dopamine, you stop feeling those lows that come from quick spikes. So if your dopamine goes up here, then the lows is not here, it's actually here. So over time, as you stop jacking off, your baseline level of happiness slowly rises, just slowly. And it creates a general sense of satisfaction, which radiates from the face. Like the self is always coming through. That's my opinion. Like I know it's different, but that's what I think.
Because you are no longer persuaded by the outside. You are only persuaded by what you allow yourself to view, witness, and believe. And it doesn't matter about a woman's beauty anymore. You don't get persuaded by the looks alone, because for a lot of men, that's the ultimate test. Can you dig deeper? Can you use your clear vision of what semen retention can offer you to awaken your senses? Because men also have intuition. You know for sure the behaviors that make a woman more masculine than feminine. You can tell by her aura. You can tell how she greets you, how she handles you, how she even reacts to certain situations or questions. Does she have her guard up? Is she fiery? Is she passive aggressive? Is she argumentative? And what does that awaken in you? Maybe it's your masculinity, but in a way that wants to protect you from the masculine toxicity she may reside in. And you are now allergic to that type of woman, so it doesn't matter if she's a 10 out of 10. You have enough self-control to turn your cheek to a woman of feminine elegance that matches your throne. The queen you're looking for is, yes, going to test your masculinity, but there is purpose behind that, because one of her roles is to awaken you as a man to your fullest, highest potential. And that's what a woman does a really good job at if she's the right one. She will not want to kick you when you're down. She will not want to disrespect you in front of her friends and talk down to you and treat you poorly. She will look for opportunities to support you, encourage you, motivate you. But she will also see the opportunities where you may be lacking in your life and bring them to your attention. With feminine essence that doesn't come from hatred or jealousy or resentment. It's there as a mirror showing you what you are capable of.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, we're gonna end it there, but I really do think it's more discipline than anything else. A man that has discipline is really attractive to women. And that comes down to saying no to sex, slowing it down. If you want to have the same effect as semen retention, just go slower with your dating process. When you're meeting women, don't have sex with them too quickly. Don't even get physical too quickly. Wait it out and see what happens. You know, again, it's a different point of view, and I bet a lot of people that are watching this are semen retention connoisseurs, I guess. So I do risk some of you guys finish leaving from watching this, but that's my opinion. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. You guys be safe.
All right, guys, we're going to have a brief intermission so that I could tell you guys about our new bundle that we're doing, where you guys can purchase all of my courses and get it at a discount. So this bundle is pretty much the bundle where you could just buy all of my courses. You could buy Nice Guy, which is a training course on how to come across more assertive, how to come across more confident, how to not give off nice guy vibes. You guys can get access to Dark Game, which is my folk dating course on how to meet women in different scenarios, how to attract women, how to make sure you don't come across as creepy, and essentially how to act like a man and not act like a doofus, to be quite honest with you. And you get all of these bonuses, which is the bonuses of Dark Game, the bonuses of Practical Mastery, which is about how to master a skill, Social Mastery, which is how to master your social life, and the Laws of Human Nature, which is a book club videos that I had dissecting Robert Greene's book. All of this is naturally at around naturally is at $346, but you guys can purchase this bundle and get it at what's the price again? Get it at $238 pretty much. So you guys can purchase it right now. It's a money back 30-day money back guarantee. It's a good way to, rather than just buying them individually and paying extra, you guys can just purchase everything at a discount price. Now, the only thing I don't like is the fact that I'm giving you a lot of information at the same time. That makes me kind of scared, because a lot of times people don't do the things that I teach when you get too much information. But I've gotten too many requests to do this, so I'm just satisfying you guys. Purchase it right now by clicking on the description down below where it says purchase the bundle. All right, let's continue with the video.